Battle through the firmament. Grand world. Chapter 374 appear. Little bastards of the Yunlo Academy, you guys are really bold. You are just a bunch of emperors. How dare you have designs on the extreme will heavenly spring. While they were talking, a deep roar suddenly sounded out. In the next moment, a strong wind blew, and the blood flame scaled beast flew out from the canyon. Its blood-red eyes instantly locked onto Lu Xiangyang and the others in the distance. Don't worry, its strength is only at the Monarch Emperor. All of us are strong enough to defeat it. The sudden appearance of the blood flame scaled beast had caused everyone to panic. Lu Xiangyang hastily shouted out to calm everyone down. The group of students who had calmed down also looked at the blood flame scaled beast. The ferocious aura from the latter's body filled the air, causing some of the weaker students to not dare look at it directly. According to what we said earlier, everyone, move. At this point, Lu Xiangyang shouted loudly. This step was the most important part of his plan. If these guys acted according to his instructions, it was really possible to kill this blood flame scaled beast. With just you guys. Before the group could take action, the furious blood flame scaled beast had already soared into the sky. The huge wings on its back flapped, and numerous fireballs that emitted a corrosive aura surged out from the two horns on its head and struck the group below. Lu Xiangyang's expression changed. He had underestimated the impatience of the blood flame scaled beast. Without giving him any time to prepare, it directly launched an attack. Everyone, dodge! Lu Xiangyang gritted his teeth. At this time, he did not care about anything. His body flashed quickly and dodged the fireball. The fireball hit the ground and immediately corroded the ground, forming a circular pit the size of a millstone. The other students were not slow either. All of them dodged in succession. However, a few students were still struck by the rapid impact of the fireball. Black flames immediately ignited on their skin, burning all the origin kiss. In an instant, several miserable cries of pain sounded. These students, who were merely Monarch Spirit Emperor level, were simply unable to resist the corrosive flame of the blood flame scaled beast. The origin kiss protecting their bodies were completely incinerated, invading their skin. Their internal organs were violently burned, causing them to faint one after another. Big brother, we can't attack it at all. Zhuang He was somewhat flustered as he dodged a few attacks from the corrosive flame. His face was pale as he said, no matter how weak the blood flame scaled beast was, just the fact that it could fly had already placed it in an undefeatable position. I know. Lu Xiangyang's face was gloomy and uncertain. The power of these corrosive flames. Due to the decline of the blood flame scaled beast's strength, it did not pose much of a threat to him. However, to these ordinary students, it was a complete disaster. The original plan was for these students to stall the blood flame scaled beast, and they would wait for an opportunity to use the explosive killing talisman that they had exchanged from the spirit pavilion to kill it. The current situation had caught him off guard. Let's leave first. The blood flame scaled beast is injured, it won't chase after us. Lu Xiangyang calmed down and said in a deep voice. This test had completely failed. Alright, everyone listen up. Let's leave this place quickly. Everyone was stunned when they heard Zhuang He's words. Yang Tao, who was dodging in all directions, roared furiously. Then what about these students? Are we just going to let them go? Lu Xiangyang frowned. A trace of killing intent flashed in his heart, but he still said in a deep voice, they will be fine. The heavenly beast in the outer mountain has been warned by the academy elders. They are not allowed to attack any students. Bastard. Hearing Lu Xiangyang's explanation, Yang Tao could not help but curse. In this kind of situation, even if a few people died, they could still go there to reason. Those who don't want to die, leave now. After letting out a low roar, Lu Xiangyang's figure flashed and he had already left this place. Seeing Lu Xiangyang leave, the rest of them lost their will to fight and hastily fled. You want to leave? In midair, the blood flame scaled beast's blood red eyes were filled with a cold light. With a roar, Its enormous body swooped down. Swoosh! Just as it caught up to the group, the blood flame-scaled beast's ears suddenly moved. After which, its body suddenly stopped. Its blood-red eyes suddenly looked towards the entrance of the canyon. There, a blood-red figure quietly appeared and rushed straight into the canyon. Who is it? The blood flame-scaled beast immediately abandoned the few students in front of it and rushed towards the canyon. There was a heavenly spring of extreme intent inside, and it couldn't afford to lose anything. That is, Zhu Tianhou. Lu Xiangyang immediately stopped when he sensed the blood flame-scaled beast leaving. He saw a fiery red figure flash past the canyon entrance. That figure was extremely familiar. Why did he appear? Lu Xiangyang's expression changed. A trace of struggle flashed across his eyes. After that, he quietly broke away from a few students who were fleeing in a hurry and rushed into the canyon. Xiaoyan, who was resting on a huge rock, suddenly had a change of expression. He used his spiritual strength to probe this area for a long time. Finally, he could vaguely sense a wild and violent aura at a certain spot. That kind of feeling was definitely not something that any student possessed. He took out his token and took a look at it. The score on it had already risen to 200 points. 15 minutes ago, Xiaoyan had coincidentally met Yi Yi. As one of the top-ranked students in the Soaring Dragon ranking, the score in the latter's hand was originally 100 points. After meeting, the two did not say much. Yi Yi's expression was gloomy as he handed all the points on the token to Xiaoyan. Looking up, Xiaoyan was silent for a moment, and then his figure flashed. Lu Xiangyang had already gathered most of his people to form an alliance to deal with him. Although he wasn't afraid, this score might not necessarily be higher than Lu Xiangyang's. If he was overtaken by them, he would become a laughing stock. It's the Yunlo Academy's little devil again. You can't blame me for coming here to seek your own death. In the canyon, the blood flame-scaled beast fell to the ground. Cold light shone from its blood-red eyes, as if it was going to tear the young man in front of it apart. The young man's red robe was extremely tattered, and his long hair was as red as flames. A 5-leaf flame pattern was faintly imprinted on his forehead. The young man's eyes were cold as he looked at the blood flame-scaled beast. In the face of the latter's monstrous aura, he wasn't affected at all. The origin key around his body seemed to resonate with the fire source key in the air. A layer of faint flaming armor was formed around his body. It was Zhu Tianhou. I heard that the extreme will heavenly spring is a rare healing treasure. It can heal almost any kind of injury and also greatly enhance one's strength. I, Zhu Tianhou of Yunlo Academy, am here to borrow some of the spring water. Zhu Tianhou waved his sleeve and looked at the blood flame-scaled beast. Dream on. The blood flame-scaled beast was immediately enraged. Its large front claw directly swatted at Zhu Tianhou's head. The latter's body swayed and easily dodged. Your strength used to be a high-grade heavenly beast. Naturally, I wouldn't dare to offend you. However, right now, you are at most at the Monarch Emperor. It's impossible for you to kill me. After jumping onto a huge rock on the cliff wall, Zhu Tianhou gently smiled. His voice didn't have the slightest fluctuation. Even if I only have the strength of a Monarch Emperor, killing an emperor like you is still more than enough. The blood flame-scaled beast's intelligence wasn't low either. Seeing Zhu Tianhou's calm demeanor, it didn't rashly make a move and spoke in a rough voice. You are wrong. I am an emperor who can kill Monarch Emperor warriors. Zhu Tianhou's eyelids twitched when he heard this. A smile that seemed like a heavy burden appeared on his face. After that, his body shook. Countless flames surged out from his pores and enveloped him, turning him into a fireman. In an instant, the temperature in this canyon suddenly soared. The rock wall that Zhu Tianhou's palm was pressing against had even quietly melted. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.